One of the most classic foods for retsina is Skordalia, the Greek garlic sauce. I've got my potatoes here nice and hot. I'm gonna add a little bit of bread. You wanna dampen that first, that's really important. This is all gonna get pounded in the mortar with my pestle. Squeeze out as much moisture as you can from the bread. I like to break it up a little bit. And I like to use pita bread in this because it's nice and soft and it gives the final Skordalia a really nice consistency. I always start with the garlic in this dish. I'm gonna start with 2 cloves. I sometimes pulverize up to 6 or 7. Depends on who I'm having for company. And the whole idea is to get a paste out of this. To move that along, I need a little salt. The salt helps soften the garlic and of course adds great flavor. There are a lot of different versions of Skordalia all over Greece. I'm calling for potatoes and bread. Most people make it either with bread or potatoes, but I have found over the years that that combination actually makes it fluffier. Some walnuts go in next. Next, the soaked bread. A little bit of olive oil. This is basically an emulsion, so I'm alternating between olive oil, acid, in this case vinegar, and I always have a little bit of hot fish stock or vegetable stock on hand to help loosen the Skordalia. It should be thick, but it shouldn't be really, really dense. Time to add a little bit of potato. You have to do this in increments. The whole idea is to make as smooth an emulsion as possible. I'm adding a little bit of fish broth, 1 more garlic clove. You want to make sure every single one of your guests has some of this because obviously there's a lot of garlic in it, so you want everyone to be kind of on an equal playing field. A little bit more potato. Greeks love Skordalia so much, there's even a song about it, one of the great rembetika songs, sort of like the Greek blues, where the lover is telling his beloved he loves her so much, he's gonna make her fried fish, Skordalia and beets. Θα σου τηγανίσω ψάρια και παντζάρια Skordalia. Now, I don't know how that date ended up. A little more hot broth. The potatoes and the broth have to be hot. The potatoes will absorb the liquid much better if they're hot. A little bit of vinegar. You can also do lemon juice in here. I like the earthiness of the vinegar more. It goes really well with the walnuts. Skordalia is the perfect accompaniment for all those crispy fried vegetables you've probably had in a Greek restaurant somewhere along the line. It's also great with boiled vegetable salads, and the classic is beets. And of course with codfish. Tiny bit more broth. So this is one of those recipes where you actually do have to be totally present when you're making it because you need to sort of eyeball it. Do you need more potato? Do you need more bread? Do you need more liquid? Let me just get a little taste of this. That's great, but I'm not going on a hot date tonight, that's for sure. There's a lot of garlic in here. Bacalhau Skordalia.